What's up, YouTube? Part two. So, listen, I didn't want to leave it, excuse me, on the offensive like that. So I'm just going to continue where I'm going. So, yeah, so it would take, and the reason I say, when you start pursuing truth, the higher awakening, the higher consciousness of where we are, the higher vibration. When you start operating at higher vibrations, your dialogue, your things you talk about become things of the heavenly nature, things of not the world and the pursuit of things of the world, but things of the heavenly nature. So I said that, if you look at the character of, someone who's consciously awake versus someone who just remains to stay in the status quo sleep position, then the person that's consciously awake has more of a Christ-like disposition, a Christ-like character. That's my opinion. It might not be yours. I don't care. That's just my opinion. And I can support it by saying just a couple quick things. Like, for instance, the Bible says test and prove all things. Well, someone who's awake and conscious is, number one, going to test and prove all things. Someone, for instance, that believes in the, flat earth. I'm not a flat earther. But someone who believes in the flat earth, they are... they go through the process of testing all things. Matter of fact, they have come to the realization that the Bible's a flat earth book. And it is. I mean, there's over 200 plus scriptures that express that. I shared one with you, and it says, if I tell you about the earthly things and you don't believe me, then what's going to happen when I start talking to you about heavenly things? Okay, well, again, those that the Bible's a flat earth book. Take a look at it. But why can't a relationship work? How can it work? Okay, this is part two. I wanted to end it up by saying, yes, it can work. We both have to decide to go on our directions, but stay on the same route. And that's truth, because basically that's the commonality between, your walk as a Christian and also what you might be if you're a Christian, but also your walk as a truth seeker. There's the commonality, and that is love. And so with me, that didn't happen. Furthermore, she got to my son, which is okay because he has his own mind. I just don't like forcing beliefs upon people. But what concerned me more was the idea that the education system is absolutely what is going to take in order to become whatever you aspire to become. Now, as it relates to your career, maybe that's absolutely a fact. But as it relates to happiness, spiritual happiness, enlightening, operating at a higher vibration, going through life with open eyes, understanding of what the fiat currency is, the pursuit of stuff is, consumerism is, gluttony is, without truly understanding what that means, truly, I don't think the education system puts you in that position to do that. Matter of fact, I think it puts you in the position of dumbing you down, keeping you docile, removing you from your senses, keeping you from deeper understanding. They say that we only use 10% of the brain. Why are they lying to us? Okay, they're lying to us because of this. If you knew the truth about this sky that we're looking at right here and what sits above it, if you knew the truth about it, if you knew the truth about it, if you knew the truth about who you are and how we were built, if you knew the truth about history, you would begin using more than 10% of your mind. Because the longer they keep you away from truth, believing in this whirling, twirling, spinning ball, the longer they keep you off kilter, tilted, misaligned with nature, with God. So that's what happens when they keep you believing in this heliocentric model. It keeps you misaligned with God. I don't even know when I decided I'm gonna get back into a relationship with somebody, and go deep. The conversations, I'm not about shenanigans much. You know what I'm saying? I want to go deeper. I want to talk about some real stuff all the time. And here's the thing: if my girl can't participate in that and challenge me in that and explore and find things as well, truths as well, man, I just don't see what else you're gonna talk about. I mean, really, what else do you talk about? And I hate to put that on you for someone that's married and going through this themselves, or someone's in a deep relationship and going through this themselves, because you can't unsee it. So when you see it, okay, now it is basically taking root. You can't unsee it. So then it becomes this small ball that rolls and a snowball that rolls down the hill, and you're seeing it and you want to just contain it, and so you dismiss thoughts that come in your head and say, I don't want to go there, but you know what I'm talking about, those going through this process. And it's crazy. Not everyone's gonna be walking with you, y'all. Anyways, I wanted to just hit you guys back with the part 2, just to put a finish on it, and tell you I appreciate it. I'd love to hear what you think, and we can talk about it. It's your boy. Peace.